What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jones in 4K, bringing you guys another Forza Horizon 5 drift build and tune video. Today we're going to be working on the Formula Drift RTR Mustang driven by Von Gaines Jr. We're going to get into the build of this car, followed by the tune, and then we're going to take it out to the mountain to see if we can street start the zone and also put down 1,000,000 points. Alright, so diving into the build of this car. So with these Formula Drift cars, there's not really a lot of options that you can choose from. So with the motor swap, we definitely left the stock motor. We didn't swap it for anything else. We left the stock motor in there. We left the rear wheel drive, of course, and then we left this naturally aspirated, so it's all motor. For the tires and rims, you know, you guys were using the Horizon Semi Slicks. For the front tire width, we left the stock at 295, and then for the rear, we put it on the 315. For the rim size, we left them stock at 18s, and then for the rim choice, we left the stock RTR wheels on there because obviously they look good with the car. For the drivetrain, the transmission, we have the race transmission. And then for the differential, we have the stock differential, which I'm assuming the stock is the drift diff. And then for platform and handling, we have the race brakes, and we have the stock springs and dampers, which would be the drift springs and dampers. And that's really it for the build part. Now for the tune, we have 28.5 psi in the front with 22 psi in the rear. For the gear ratio, we have a 460 final drive, a 300 first gear, a 200 second, a 150 third, a 133 fourth, a 109 fifth, and then a 096 sixth gear. For the alignment on the camber in the front, we have -0.5, and then for the camber on the rear of the car, we have it flat at 0.0. For the toe on the front, we have 0.1 toe out, and then for the rear, we have it flat at 0.0, and then for the front caster angle, we have it at 4.5 degrees. For the roll bars, I really didn't adjust these too much because I like the way that the car felt with these roll bars. So I left it at stock 4.6 in the front and 10.4 in the rear. For the springs, we have 728 spring in the front and a 336 spring in the rear. And then for the ride height, we left the stock at 5.3 in the front and then 6.1 in the rear. For the dampening of the car, the rebound stiffness in the front, we have 10.6. with the 7.4 rear rebound stiffness, and then for the bump stiffness, we have a 3.4 front bump and then a 2.4 rear bump stiffness. For the aero, we don't have anything adjustable on it, so it's all stock and locked. For the brake balance, we have 80% brake balance with the 55% braking pressure, and then for the differential, you guys know I lock them up at 100% acceleration with 100% deceleration. And that was the build. This is the tune. Let's take it to the drift zone. We done made it to the top of the mountain. Let's not waste no time. Let's get some heat into these tires and let's take it downhill. So I don't know what it is about these Formula Drift cars. Like they're absolutely all like I like doing don't get me wrong, I like doing videos on the Formula Drift cars. But like honestly, sometimes I feel like they're too easy because you can drift most of the Formula Drift cars without even having to tune them. Like you could get away without tuning majority of the Formula Drift cars. But I mean, like, what's the point of driving it? You know, if you don't put your own little spin on it, you know. Make it feel how you want it to feel, handle the way you want it to handle. Because most of them, like I said, majority of these cars handle very well. Very well. Now putting this car on a 315 might be a little bit overkill. I mean, the 295, 305 build is very, very sufficient. Like it'll get the job done. You know what I mean? But the 315, I mean, why not? You know, got 1,000 horsepower all motor. Why not, right? But I mean, I really don't know like how much more or what to say about these cars. I mean, it's a Formula Drift car, man. Anybody can hop into them with a little bit of practice. If you're new to drifting or if you're not that good at drifting, with a little bit of practice in the Formula Drift cars, you can excel very well. Now, with that being said, the Formula Drift cars can teach bad habits because they are a little easy. They can teach bad habits, and that's what you don't want. But I think, you know, from a beginner aspect of it, you know, it's they're really good. They're really good cars. Really good cars. But I'm a big fan. I'm a Von Gittin Jr. fan. I mean, my driver is Fanga Dan over in New Zealand, but you know, I digress. I don't want any haters over here. But I'm a huge Von Gittin Jr. fan, man. I like the whole RTR team. Not a Mustang guy, but I'm a huge fan of these guys. And I think what they're doing with the program is it's amazing. So I had to show my boy Von some love. Also wouldn't mind doing the what's that little hatchback that Ryan Turek drives? I wouldn't mind doing that one, the GR Corolla, because Ryan Turek is he's my second favorite driver. Matt Field's my third favorite. Like I said, Fangadan's my first favorite driver overall. I have a few sprinkled in there. But that Corolla, man, like that Corolla, like don't get me wrong, it's a cool car to drive, but it's different, man. That thing handles like crazy. I mean, you gotta be on your A game with that one a little bit. That car handles like crazy. Well, this Mustang's getting it, man. I mean, you guys see it. She's sliding very easily. Like I said, the 315 might be a little overkill. You could probably do away with the 315, go with a smaller tire, like I said, 295. But we did it. That was $1 million plus. This thing is so fun to drive. And the cockpit's really easy to drive too. Like driving that cockpit's really easy. Like, I don't know how Von them drive it. The nose is always up to the ceiling. Oops. Yeah, man, I dig this car a lot. But guys, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like on the video, comment down below if you have any other suggestions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.